Good afternoon and welcome to HTV News. I'm Kelsey Cruz.
And I'm Brooks Hooley. Huntington University just announced their replacement for the Vice President of Business and Finance. Greg Smitley will take over for Julie Hendricks on June 9th. Smitley is an HU alumnus who currently serves as the president of the Better Business Bureau of Northern Indiana. Dr. Emberton says she thinks he will be an asset to HU's leadership team. Hendricks will stay on staff in the Human Resources Department.
Today we have a special in-studio report about the bookstore. Huntington University will no longer use Tree of Life bookstores, but starting next year will be maintained by Follett bookstores. We are joined in studio now by Editor-in-Chief of the Huntingtonian, Jared Huda, to find out more. Thanks for being here today, Jared.
Well, thank you for having me.
Why don't you start off telling me a little bit about the decision that's been made?
Yeah, well, the university has actually been looking for a new bookstore since October 2013. And bids from companies were due in January, and the final two bidders were Tree of Life and Follett won the bid.
And what would you say caused this change in the first place?
Well, it's no secret that the new textbook Butler program was a flawed system, but Julie Hendricks, Interim Vice President of Business and Finance, did say that this is a natural cycle for colleges to go through a bookstore every 10 years, and she said, it's just time for a change.
And will anything look different for the students next year? For example, will the bookstore be in a new location?
The bookstore will stay in the same location, but there will be new paint, new carpet, things like that. The only big difference is that Follett has a limited list of books they can rent.
All right. And what would you say are the benefits of using Follett bookstores?
Well, Follett is the bookstore for Purdue, Valparaiso University, Goshen College, so it's very much a popular bookstore, and they will have slightly lower prices.
That's great. Anybody can be happy about that.
Absolutely.
Jared, thank you so much for being here today. Your next issue comes out today, right?
Yeah, the next issue is actually on newsstands right now, and you can catch all of our stories at huntingtonian.com.
Some students are scrambling to get their chapel credits in as the year comes to a close. Students must get 30 chapel credits before the end of the semester. 20 of those must be core credits offered 3 times a week, and 10 elective credits including ecclesias, forester lectures, and commuter chapels. If students fail to meet the requirements, they do get punished. The first offense is 15 hours of community service, the second is 30 hours, and the third offense is semester suspension. Over 50 chapels have been offered this semester, yet students still struggled to meet the requirement.
I think it's the same as students putting off anything. It's not just chapel. It's akin to students waiting to the last minute to turn in their papers that they've known about all semester. The age-old thing of procrastination. It's something our students struggle with.
There are a select group of people who do get reduced chapels or are exempt from going.
3 years ago, students at Huntington weren't even allowed to have dances on campus. But now there is a whole group dedicated to just that. The group Undignified was founded by freshman Logan Presnell. He wanted to start the group because he loved dance and wanted to have an outlet. He thought others might agree, and to his surprise, 40 people showed up to their first meeting. The group had their first official performance this past Monday, where nearly 200 people showed up. Presnell said he couldn't have asked for a better turnout.
The crowd tonight, I couldn't have asked for any more people who were more energized about what was happening, and the crowd was just fantastic, and that really fed for the dancers, and tonight went more perfect than I could ever imagine.
The group featured 13 dances by 4 choreographers and also had a musical intermission.
Students got dressed up for a night downtown for this year's junior-senior formal. It was at the Grand Wayne Center in Fort Wayne this past Saturday. The night included a 3-course meal, entertainment, and a dance. Students watched Christian rapper Blake Whiteley, who also DJ'd the dance after his performance. Student Senate had difficulty selling tickets and extended their sales and even took the cost down to $15 apiece. Attendance was still down from prior years. Although some students were skeptical about the entertainment, organizers say they got positive feedback.
Everyone said they really loved it and they thought it was great. And the chaperones, some of the professors on campus, they all said it was like the best one they've gone to, and so they really loved it. And they all said they want to chaperone again.
SAB hosted an after party back on campus which had food, inflatables, and games.
Some classes this past Tuesday may have had a few older students than normal, as HU hosted their annual Grandparents' Day. Students met with their grandparents for a breakfast, went to chapel, and were able to attend classes. The grandparents we talked to seemed to really enjoy the day and time with their grandkids.
When we first got here, we had registration and then a little breakfast, which was very nice. We got to meet your new president.
Today she came right up and was
out in the middle of
so
the
friendly
yard.
and enjoyed chapel this morning.
And we heard your, what's his name, Papa
Feds.
Papa Fetz. Well, he was great. I really enjoyed that a lot.
He's a legend here on campus.
Yeah, I can see why.
What really sticks out to you about HU the most?
You want to talk?
You did good.
I think it's a beautiful campus. I find the people very friendly and they seem to know one another. You're not just somebody walking
Yeah, no
around
one's
here.
a stranger.
I'm
Yeah.
impressed by the staff.
Yeah, they're very
committed, very knowledgeable, very articulate. I really
Friendly.
enjoy them.
The atmosphere, the people. We couldn't have picked a better place for our granddaughter to go to school.
Just how accommodating and welcoming everybody is there, and I echo what my wife said about the atmosphere, and I'll tell you on a couple of previous visits in that we were here and pulled in with a flat tire, and I had three of the frat brothers came out and wanted to help me change it. I mean, you don't just see that kind of help anywhere you go anymore. And
the whole day.
She wouldn't believe I'm a grandpa. I had to show her my driver's license.
Yeah.
I think the best part was that we had great weather for Grandparents' Day.
Absolutely. In all those interviews, it was bright and sunny weather. So let's hope that trend continues into this weekend. Let's have a look at your weekend weather. Looks like on Friday we will have cloudy weather, 58 degrees, still a bit chilly. Saturday and Sunday, the sun will be peeking through those clouds, 66 for a high on Saturday and 59 on Sunday. Let's hope that the high numbers are true there, because I don't want any more cold weather.
I am right there with you.
At 66 degrees with the way it's been lately, I will take that gladly.
Well, that's all we have for you in this installment of HTV. Make sure you check out our website, htvnews.net, and follow us on Twitter at HTV News.
As always, thanks for watching HTV News, your source for all your campus news and local headlines. Have a great day.